If you're watching this, there's a good chance you or someone you love is facing criminal charges right now. And I want you to know I'm not here to judge you. I'm here because I've spent 35 years studying one question. What does it actually take for a person to change? And I've found some answers that may help. What I'm going to share with you today is a program I built from the ground up, grounded in peer reviewed research, validated through real world use, and presented in courts all across the country. It gives you and your attorney something many people walk into court without: documented evidence that you are taking your situation seriously and actively working towards positive change. But before we go any further, I want to be clear about something. Every case is different. Before enrolling in any program, you should discuss it with your attorney. Your attorney understands the facts of your case and is in the best position to determine whether participation is appropriate for your situation. Here's what I've seen happen over and over again. Somebody gets charged, they hire an attorney, they wait, and they hope. But hope is not a strategy. Judges see case after case, week after week, without something tangible that demonstrates accountability, effort, and commitment to change. It can be difficult to distinguish yourself from everyone else appearing before the court. What many people don't understand is that courts often consider more than just what happened. They also look at what a person has done since the incident occurred. Did they ignore the situation or wait for the court date? Or did they take proactive steps to better understand their decisions, their behavior, and their future? Over the few years, I have documented efforts towards change because to become one of several success factors considered by courts when making decisions regarding sentencing, probation, and diversion programs, as well as other outcomes. While no program can guarantee a result, taking meaningful change is almost always better than doing nothing. I created Ready for Reform because I saw a gap. Many programs focus on attendance. I wanted to create something focused on accountability, something that actually required participants to think, learn, reflect, and demonstrate effort. Ready for Reform is a structural behavioral curriculum rooted in change and 35 years of academic and clinical research. I developed it as part of my doctoral research in change readiness. This isn't something that I've assembled overnight. It represents the most rigorous work of my professional career, and now I'm making it accessible to the people who need it the most. I'm a university professor. I've conducted more than 3,000 behavioral assessments. I spent decades studying what creates lasting change. Not what looks good on paper, but what actually helps people move forward. Every module in this program is built on that research. When attorneys present a participant's completion materials to a court, they are presenting evidence of documented effort, participation, and learning supported by that foundation. I want to tell you about a participant from California who was facing domestic charges. She chose to complete Ready for Reform before anyone required her to do so. Her attorney presented the completed materials and supporting documents to the court, and those materials became part of the information available to the judge when making the decision in her case. But what stood out the most to her afterward wasn't the legal outcome. It was the realization that she finally understood the thinking patterns and behaviors that had contributed to the situation in the first place. This is exactly what this program is designed to do. When you enroll in Ready for Reform, you receive that structured, self paced behavioral change curriculum, a readiness assessment designed to identify your areas of growth, individually tailored to you, a 21-day challenge that proves effort, as well as an educational modules founded on accountability and decision making. And finally, a certificate of completion documenting your participation, along with the signed letter summarizing your effort, your progress, and the academic foundation for this program. These materials are what's presented to the judge, and it's been presented to judges and can be shared with your attorney for consideration. I want to be straightforward with you. Programs supported by academic research, structured documentation, and individualized reporting often cost significantly more than this program. Many offer attendance records. Few offer a comprehensive package that combines education, accountability, effort, documentation, and a direct founder involvement. Ready for Reform is $397 because legal situations often create financial strain. We also offer financing options, which includes payments as low as $36 a month. I built this program for people facing real circumstances and real consequences who deserve an opportunity to demonstrate effort and accountability. I want to be honest with you about timing. Court dates do not just move for anyone. Every week that passes is a week that you cannot use to complete the program and build meaningful documentation for your effort. If your attorney believes this program is appropriate for your situation, starting sooner gives you more time and to benefit from it. Before enrolling, share this with your attorney. Ask whether participation makes sense for your case. If your attorney supports your decision, select the program that corresponds to your charge and begin immediately. Ready for Reform is an educational and non therapeutic behavioral change program. It is not legal advice, does not replace legal counsel, and cannot guarantee any particular legal outcome. However, if your attorney approves your participation in writing, you successfully complete the program, and your attorney determines the completed materials cannot be used in your case, we will refund you your tuition according to our refund policy. That's not more than 90 days after you complete the program. Work with your attorney, make an informed decision, and if Ready Reform is right for you, start today. I've spent my entire career studying what it means for a person to be genuinely changed. I've seen it happen thousands of times. I believe positive change is possible for anyone willing to put in the work. You made a mistake. That does not define the rest of your life. Work with your attorney, take responsibility, demonstrate effort. Show the courts you are ready today, not simply who you were on your worst day. If Ready for Reform is appropriate for your situation, I look forward to helping you prepare for change. Thank you, and God bless.